Welcome to episode 8 of the weighing room with the winners enclosure and myself and Hannah. We are going to be running through Cheltenham on the Friday, the Saturday, Doncaster, and finishing overseas in Sha Tin. Last week, Hannah, I think you had a couple more winners. Again, you're on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, sorry everyone for my cold. I know I sound gross. But yeah, no, I was happy. I think I got 2 winners last week, which was good. It was a good day of racing, and I have to say my favourite was Snow Leopardess. Her win was fantastic, and of course that gave me another winner for my picks last week. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, awesome race to watch. I was at entry. It was freezing and disgusting weather, but that race was a cracker. Made it worth it in the end. We'll get stuck in with Cheltenham. Let's hope we can find some winners. I'm there, so it'd be nice if I could back a couple, because I normally do have a bet when I'm at Cheltenham.
Yeah, so I'm going with, well, same as all you guys. So Paul Nicholls' horse, Helicopter, takes the ride. Took really well to fences last term. Got a second in the novice chase at Chepstow on the 9th of October in 2020. Won at Exeter on the 3rd of November in the novice chase. Its next win was at Newbury. It won the handicap chase on the 21st of February this year. Now, on its seasonal debut, it had a really unfortunate fall at Newbury in the Ladbrokes chase on the 27th of November, but it looks to be the strongest horse in the race. The end of last season for this horse, it was first past the post in the Bet365 chase at Sandown, but was unfortunately disqualified. But I just think this is a brilliant horse, and yeah, like I said, looks to be the strongest. But that's mine. The winners enclosure's pick.
I've found where we are. I was on Saturday.
Never mind.
My selection is also Enrilo for similar reasons. First past the post, and then unfortunate to fall at Newbury, which is a very strong handicap. So I think they must think a lot of this horse to be entered there. And coming here off of, what's a fair mark in this handicap? It's a full house for the 3 of us with Enrilo. Next up at Cheltenham is the 3:35, which is your handicap hurdle. And the winners enclosure have gone for Sporting John. I'm going for a bit of a price. I probably regret this, because when all the results come in, I think, why didn't I just go for a couple more obvious favourites and try and rack up some points for myself? But I'm going for a price with Botox has just interesting stepping this horse up in trip. It's gone last time at Cheltenham in a grade 3, a bit of a stronger race than this, and off of 136 carrying 10-11. If it does handle the extra distance, then I think it's a bet at 8-1. It wasn't disgraced in that grade 3 in November at Cheltenham, and this a little bit weaker. It's just got to handle that extra 7 furlongs. So Botox has for myself.
That's going to be big competition for my pick. I'm going with Sporting John, the same as the winners enclosure. The 6-year-old, the JP McManus horse, didn't manage to deliver when going over fences last season. It's quite disappointing. Had 1 win at Sandown in the grade 1 novice chase, beating Chamblou, who was the favourite. Fell in the novice chase at Cheltenham, and then the last time was at Aintree on the 9th of April, was pulled up. So this horse is going back over hurdles and looks to be back at winning ways, because last month it had a winner, beating Virgil O'Brien's On Gathering Storm, and this was after a wind up, so seems to be all good. It's a multiple hurdle winner, so I think it'd be great. Great horse, and yeah, I definitely think your pick is going to be huge competition for this horse. But yeah, that's my pick for this race.
Well, that's Friday's two handicaps for you there. Moving on to Saturday, we're staying at Cheltenham. So yeah, moving on to the 150 at Cheltenham, the Racing Post Gold Cup handicap chase. And there's a couple in here from the winners enclosure. They have selected Doster, Phil and Midnight Shadow, who I think won last time out at Cheltenham. So 2 to play each way from the winners enclosure. Myself, I'm going with an old favourite, Sierra de Lac. Another risk I think I'm taking here, but this is priced up at, God, I'm scrolling right down here, priced up at 16-1. And if you look at it, I think you've got to give it another chance. Obviously won in 2019 now at the festival, and since then pulled up, fallen, unseated rider. But when falling and unseating the rider was going well, and the horse's mark has come right down from 150 to 143. So when the handicap is carrying a little bit less weight, it's had a hurdle prep run, or you'd imagine it's just a prep run to come to this, just trotted around over hurdles at Cheltenham. So providing it's fit and can stand up and the jockey can stay on, then all things going well and it gets round, I think Cyril de Lac has actually got a real chance at 16 to 1.
Well, we have some disappointing for myself because I did pick a Moolah Gold, which is now not declared. I'm so disappointed because I can't not pick this horse, but obviously I have to now because it's not running in this race. So I am going to go for the Venetia Williams horse, Farinet. I do believe it's pronounced. It's a horse from France that moved over last year. I think it's unexposed. Last season he was third in a novice handicap chase and won at Sandown on the 30th of March this year. It's a 2 run since moving from France. I think it's a great horse and it's going to be really good to watch as well and see how it gets on. So that's going to be my pick for this race. I'm so disappointed Moolah Gold isn't running, but never mind. We will go again next time.
That horse has done you well, hasn't it? I think, what does it come second and first for you since we've been doing these?
Yeah, well, it was the 12 to 1 winner at Ascot. And then last time it was literally beaten by a whisker. And I just think a little bit more in trip would have seen it win, and it would have had that this time. But never mind. My heart is broken, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, is it Rachel Blackmore riding for Venetia Williams on your selection instead? So, I mean, you couldn't have you
can't really go wrong there, can you?
Exactly that. Next up, we are going to the Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle 225. The winners in closure have gone for Blazing Carl. My selection, I'm taking another chance on Gelino Bello. Now, I was just trying to find it, and I can't remember the name of the other novice for Paul Nicholls that went off nearly odds-on favourite and come second at Cheltenham in the same meet, I think in November, and then came out to win next time out. This, I think, could be a similar story. Gelino Bello took quite a lot of money. It was quite popular in the betting, and did disappoint coming second at Cheltenham again in November. I think Nicholls' yard just took a little bit of time to get firing. There was a lot of horses in October that were quite well fancied off of what they'd done last year and didn't necessarily win, but then next time out have gone on to be quite impressive. So I'm hoping that Gelino Bello will be a similar story and will have improved for its recent run at Cheltenham. So that's my selection.
I'm agreeing with the winners in closure. My pick is Blazing Carl. 2 wins this season already. Its first debut this season, one at Galway and then at Cheltenham in the Ballymore Novice Hurdle, where he stayed on well and he handles the hurdles really well. Interesting to see Dan Skelton's has got a new horse to his yard, Ballygriffin Cottage. If it's still running, that'd be interesting to see as well. So I noted that one down. But yeah, I agree with the winners in closure on this one, Blazing Carl. Yeah, that's my pick for this one.
I'm getting teamed up on this week. I think you've
well,
had
I
the
normally
same.
Go a bit rogue, and I didn't think I should this week.
I think we've had the same selections all around. Last up at Cheltenham to finish on the Saturday card, the UNIBET International Hurdle, some competitive racing here. The winners in closure have selected Song for Someone with Aidan Coleman on board, who's banging form at the moment. My selection, I'm going to go with So Royale. Just based off of that previous run in the fighting, 5th behind Epatante.
How brilliant was that?
Yeah, I thought Sorrel was really impressive there. The other one I think is just interesting in this race is Bally Adam. I thought that was a really exciting horse as a novice hurdler going into the Supreme, and I don't really know what the route for this horse is. It's gone chasing last 2 times out and now comes back hurdling, but I can't actually get a price on any of these right now, but I think the safe bet, in my opinion, is So Royale.
Yeah, I'm going with you guys. This is my pick too. This race, the winners in closure are going for Song for Someone, aren't they? So
yeah,
this was the winner of this race last year, and Surreal came 4th, but only 3 1/4 lengths behind Last time we saw Sorrel came third in the Betfair 5th hurdle. Like you said, it was a really great race to watch. It was really intense, and I think he ran well. And I just think, because I think when I was looking at the time, yes, it's someone is looking to be the current favourite, and I think that's probably because it's a great horse, but obviously the winner from last year, and then Sorrel's race that we've just seen may play a part in that. But I think that's nothing to knock him off at. You know, he's a great horse, so that is also my pick for the 3 o'clock in that race.
Fingers crossed. Do you want to take us over to Doncaster?
We do. We go up north now to Doncaster. So the 12:55, Bet365 December Novices Chase. It's grade 2, ridden over 2 miles 7. Last year it was won by Hurricane Harvey, which gave Fergal O'Brien his 64th winner of the season. There's 3 declared in this race, so not too exciting, but the winners in closure are going for Fantasticas. I am going for 3 under 5, the Paul Nicholls horse. I think it's the best horse out of the 3. It's already had 3 runs this season, a second and 2 wins. Last time out, it won at Cheltenham on the Novices Chase, jumped well. It's rated 149. It's already had a great run over hurdles this season. It's a really great horse, so that's my pick, and I believe that's the same one that you're going for, Frankie.
Yeah, I've got to agree. Small field. This horse, I think, has just got the best form, both last year as a hurdler and then since going chasing, second and 2 first, done nothing wrong. It's chased well. Looks a great chaser, and I think it will keep improving, if anything. And in a small field, could be allowed to dominate. So yeah, 3 under 5 for myself as well.
Yeah, sorry, I said great run over hurdles. I meant to say it's had a great run over hurdles previously in this season's chasing debut. Oh, right. I can breathe now. Sorry, I thought I was going to choke everyone. Okay, so next we have the Bet365 Summit Juvenile. The winners in closure are going for Porticello. My pick for this one is Night Salute. Now, it's moved from Andrew Balding's yard. It's already taken really well to hurdles, winning all 3 of his starts, and he's rated 126. Paddy Brennan takes the ride, and last time out was a really impressive winner of the Triumph Trial at Cheltenham. I wrote in my notes as well, another strong horse will be Porticello, which is, like I said, is the winners in closures pick. It ran once for Gary Moore, winning at Cheltenham on the 29th of October. So if I had to have another bet, maybe if I did a forecast, I'd have Night Salute and then Porticello in this race.
I'm going against you with Magistrato, which was behind your horse last time out by about 3 lengths. And similar story, it's another one for Nicholls that I think will improve for the run, be a little bit tougher for that run. It's very inexperienced. It's only had 3 races. And again, it was one that went off 6-4 favourite, quite well fancied in the betting as a nice horse, and maybe just needed that little bit more experience. So I'm hoping that horse will improve and turn the form around with yours.
We've got some juicy picks in this race.
We do.
You've got juicy. You've got Brian and Paul, which is your pick, and then you've got Bridget Andrews and Dan Skelton with 2 friendlies. So there's actually quite a lot to look at in here, and I think that there's a lot to happen. So it's going to be a nice race to watch because so many good forces. But next, our last race that we are looking into, we go over to Hong Kong for the Sha Tin in Hong Kong Vase. It's for 3-year-old plus. Now, we're all going through the same one here. I do believe we're all picking Pile Driver. Now, I did a bit of a little bit of comparison to looking into this. So in this Group 1 race, Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore have Mogul. Now, Mogul was the winner of this race last year. Aidan O'Brien has won this race 3 times prior, so 2015, 2017, and 2020. And of course, like I said, that was with Mogul. Now, Martin Dwyer, who will be on Pile Driver, has won this race before in 2004 when he was riding for Andrew Balding. But I just think this is a really great story, and I think, it'd be fantastic because you've got this story of rags to riches. This will be Pile Driver's first race outside of the UK, and like I said, we've got Martin Dwyer, the regular rider, knows him inside and out. And it would be fantastic, especially for William and Chris Gressick. Like it would be really nice to see as well. Now, this horse has previously beaten Mogul 3 out of its 4 encounters. So to compare the 2 of them, I think Pile Driver will do really well and beat it. And I found a quote that just from the trainer saying the track won't be a problem, the ground won't be a problem, and Martin knows him like the back of his hand. So for me, that just gives me all the confidence that this horse will do really well, and it'll be great for all the connections in the team and to complete the rags to riches story. What about you, Frankie?
It's we're a full house on Pile Driver. Similar reasons, as you said. Martin rides this horse, won a Coronation Cup with this horse. As he said, the first time it's gone abroad, which is maybe a slight worry, but for travel as well, it's sitting in a good place. It's had a nice prep run on the all-weather, and it will go there in good form. And as you said, it'd be awesome to see this horse win. So fingers crossed. I've gone for some prices this week. So I don't know if I'll be, or maybe if we did some each way points, I might pick up a few. But I've definitely gone on the more daring side this week. One I'd love to see win would be Sirizalak. I'd be awesome to see Sirizalak win at Cheltenham again. But besides that, I'm a bit Team Nichols this week. Giuliano Bello. Magistrato, and there was another, I think, 3 under 5. So I'm hoping for a good weekend for Nichols.
I've gone for a bit of variety, but like I said when I went rogue 2 weeks ago, it didn't do me any favours. So we'll see what happens this week. But yeah, lots to look forward to this weekend. And I think that's it from us now, isn't it, Frankie?
That is another great weekend racing lined up, and we will catch you next week to see how we did and to kick on to more winter racing.